Hello friends, my name is Himanshu and welcome back. In this video we are going to understand if function. But before we get deep into if function, we need to understand how logical test works. Logical test will give you output always in true and false. It's not necessary that in order to have the logical test you must use logical operators. There are functions which gives you output in true and false. Just for an example, if you have seen the last video of text functions, then you have seen the function which is exact, which gives output in true and false. So that can be used as a logical test as well. However, primarily we use logical operators, and there are four important logical operators which are greater than, less than, equal to, and does not equal to. So let's see how these logical operators work. Start with equal to sign, and then I'm checking whether this cell value, means H2, is less than 40. Here we can see that this logical test is not true, because it's not less than 40, it's greater than 40, it's 55, so it will give me false. Again, I am setting a logical test equal to whether this cell value H3 is greater than 40. Yes, it is, so it will give me true. Or this particular cell value is let me consider this particular cell value is equal to 36, true. Or this particular cell value does not equal to 85, it is equal to 85, so it will give me false. This is how you need to write does not equal to, one less than sign and one greater than sign. It indicates does not equal to. One thing that in this data, this is the total data, which is the addition of weightage of this particular cell, and this. So these are in decimals actually. You may see that. Okay, so don't get confused due to this. Now we may put two logical operators also in order to have the output. If I want to check, just one example, whether this particular cell value is equal to or greater than. So this particular cell value is equal to or greater than 56, so it will give me true. Now it has given me an error. The reason is being, whenever you are going to put equal to with any other operators like greater than or less than, you need to put it later on. Here you may see in the formula bar, it is considering greater than option first and then the equal to option. So that is how you need to write. Fine. So now let's get into some practical examples. Let's say school authority has asked of all the students who have scored less than 40. If the student has scored less than 40, then they are fail, and if they have scored more than 40, then it's pass. So how to pass on this particular logical test? It's very simple. Start with an equal to sign, and I'm checking whether this cell value is less than 40. Now if this logical test that we have set, that is gonna be true, this means the score is less than 40, so this means the student is gonna be fail. So in case of true, this means it's fail. In case of false, this means student has not scored less than 40 but greater than 40, the student is pass. So here it's fails, this means false, this means the student is pass. And if you're getting true, this means they have scored less than 40 and student is fail. However, if we don't want answer in true and false, then we need to use if function. That is what if function is. If function is nothing but an extension of logical test. whenever you want some value, it can be in the form of function or a value or a text. Whenever you want some value, in place of true or false, you need to use if function. So how to use that? I'm starting the function with equal to sign and if. The first parameter in if function is a logical test. That's the same logical test that we have checked before. So I'm going to give the same logical test, which is if this particular cell value is less than 40, then we need to give comma and the next parameter is highlighted, which is value of true. What it's asking for? It's asking for if that logical test that you have given, if it's gonna be true, then what's the value you want to display. Now the logical test that I have given, that is a value of total marks less than 40. If that logical test is going to be true, this means the student has scored less than 40 and he should be failed. So this means in value of true we want to display fail, and fail is a text, so it has to be in quotation and type fail, comma, and then value false. What will happen if the logical test that you have set in is false? In this particular case, if it's false, this means he has scored not less than 40 but greater than 40. So this means if greater than 40, the student is pass. So what we want to display is pass. In quotation we have written pass, bracket close, enter, and we will have the answer. Drag it and we will have the answer in this whole data. This is how we need to apply if function. In the next few videos we are going to see some more if examples, but before that I am going to give you one task. The task is that on the basis of total marks you need to get the result, but this time the condition is, let's say they are getting a scholarship, but the condition is they are getting a scholarship if they have scored more than 70. If they have scored less than 70, then NE should come, that this means that is they are not eligible. But if they have scored more than 70, then they should get the scholarship amount. And what is the scholarship amount? Scholarship amount is going to be whatever they have scored more than 70, it should be multiplied by 1000. Just for an example, if the student has scored 74, this means he has scored 4 more than 70, and that need to be multiplied by 1000. So this means the scholarship amount is going to be 4000. Similarly, if the student has scored 80, this means he has scored 10 marks more, and it should be multiplied by 1000, and the scholarship amount is going to be 10,000. So you need to apply this condition, and on that basis you need to get the result. So go for it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.